Guys, so this is the Blockbuster service that many of you ordered. The Blockbuster candle in the middle, she asked me if I can make one specific for her money. She's having some situation and blockages with her money. So when I did make that candle, you'll see a bit of green at the bottom and have Blockbuster all on there mixed with the red to help remove those obstacles and blockages with her money and along with everything else. If you do have like certain special requests when I make my, the group settings candles, you can tell me and I'll make it for you. But if you just want a general, then it'll just be general. Each candle has a petition under it. Each candle is dressed and specific to you. So when I do your service, a group candle service, depending on how your candles burn, I will contact you. Many of you have great burns, so there's nothing really that you should worry over. And in the event your candle does not burn well, I let you know because you may need a reading to see what is the deeper issue. I know a lot of you like the group services, and it's something that I do want to continue to have. I just sometimes don't like to overwork myself with a lot of group services because sometimes I do have more than 10. And if I have 20 or 30, then I have to, make 30 candles and I schedule it to be done. When you do order a group service, depending on when you order it, it'll be done like, I'm going to be doing the group services every 2 weeks. I won't be able to do them every week because I have other services in between that I schedule. So I don't really want to, put too much on myself and, have a lot of work over me. So, to help myself and to get things out smoother, I schedule everything. It just works best for me. So nothing is worked right away. In the event you do need emergency service, then you order the emergency service fee along with your service. And that service is worked within 4 to 5 days. That's about within 5 days, I start working on your service, like making the candles and or whatever it is for that service that you need, jars, whatever it is. I start working on it within 4 to 5 days, and I try to have it set within 1 week from the week of you ordering it, because a lot of my services, it takes 2 to 3 weeks. I have to make it, your order has to be pulled, like a lot of different things go in between that. I'm sure you guys understand how orders work. Ordering, processing, pulling the order, and then I do everything by myself. There's no one to help me, so I take my time. And just like orders, I try to get everything out within a certain time frame. But, I'm just working as fast as I can, but taking my time. And that's why I ask you guys for the patience. And I do appreciate everyone that is really patient and, not in a rush. I know everybody wants things done in a rush, but I really do appreciate you guys waiting and just taking the time to understand how I do things. So thank you to you guys that, do the right thing. I appreciate all of you. So let's get into the service. Let's talk quickly about it. Now there's a light, let me try to zoom in. That candle back there is starting to form blockages around it. It's going to get that ball soon. I'm going to clip that. Then you'll see this candle here has it. That one has some blockages. That's the one with the money on it. That one has some blockages that's forming a bit of that ball. The one back there to the right, that one doesn't have any. These ones in the front, so far so good. I read the wick too when it bends. So I recommend for those of you learning to read, because it's not that it's hard to learn how to read candles. It's just sometimes I want you guys to understand you have to learn how to read your own. Because a lot of you, when I do videos like this, like to come in and say, well, this candle is burning like that, and that candle is burning like that. You don't know what the situation is, and a lot of you are just guessing. So when I do tell you how a candle is burning, it's my experience, right? Along with the person in that petition I have there. I know what I wrote on that petition. I know what situation needs to be, removed or bring in. So every candle and every burn, it's always different. Now, the flame, the smoke, even the certain soot left on in the white fog, those interpretations can all have the same meaning, right? So they'll help you to read your candles, but It doesn't necessarily mean that, like right now, for instance, this candle is burning high, right? It's a good burn. There's no leaks going on. The flame is not all over the place. It's steady. Now, depending on halfway of this candle, things may change now. It may be really, really high. It may start smoking up, black smoke. Things change now. So it went from having a good result, right, to something suddenly happening. And when you see those sudden changes, that will indicate the service and or spell that you're sending out is going to go smooth, but you're going to be hit with certain blockages stopping the spell from continuing and progressing and giving you that good result that you need. So when someone else tells you, yeah, you know, your candle is this, you know, you may read it online. You may be a glass candle, for example. It may burn really, 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 really black. And a lot of people may tell you that that black candle is, it's no good. It's useless. You may put it out. Don't do that. Let it burn. That black soot and fog is removing the negative situations among you. And or that black soot is letting you know the beginning of things for the spell that you're sending out is not going to move. There's still heavy blockages clouding it, stopping you. Because then further on into that glass candle, it may start burning really, really clear. And that may show you then things are beginning to change and will change. A lot of times during the candle work, I tell you guys to take baths. So that can change. That progress can change with that bath and or with another spell that you may be working. You may be working a candle and it gets real white and sooty. White, just like grayish, foggy looking. Now, depending on that candle, there's a different meaning for it. When I burn my sink candles for my clients and I see a lot of the white around it, that lets me know that the spirit is clearing up the situation. They're around the situation, they're watching the situation, and they're helping to clear it up. Now, if it's a different candle, say it's one for fast luck, right? And I get that same white fog, depending on the person and what they ask me to do now. Different person, different people, different results, different indications. Always remember that. Now I'm going to read that candle from my experience. I'm going to read it as there's certain blockages clouding my client's head, stopping the luck from coming in. So they may need a mental cleanser for their head. Because sometimes you create your own blockages. You don't feel that you're strong enough and powerful enough to accept the changes. You still sometimes mentally, you still have that mental abuse from the negative things that have happened to you in your life, from the people around you. So when you do light a fast luck, and I light a fast luck for you, and I see that happening, I may let you know, listen, you have certain blockages that you're going to stop this spell. Because later on, that candle may clear up. I may send her a bath, and things will change. Then I may get another candle, and that may be for, let's say, destruction. If I get a candle, and it's for destruction, and I'm watching it, glass candle, and that white fog starts to come around, it can also be an indication that the enemy may know you're working on them. Yeah. That white ring and fog around there can be clouded judgment. It can indicate blockages. It can indicate movement as well, clearing up. So it can mean many different things. I want you guys to learn how to read candles. I want you guys to see how people do their different candles, but I want you to administer your own report and read your own candle and say, well, this is burning like this. This may mean this, because it's for you. It's for you. I may be doing it on another client, and that candle now, the flame may be really, really high, too high. It's darkening the candle. It's turning black. It's a possibility. It may crack. It may have white soot, dark soot, and it's just real hot and heavy. Now, that may be for healing. Say I'm burning one for healing. Blue candle for healing. If I see something like that, I put the candle out. I put the candle out. I trim the wick down. I cleanse over the area, sage it out, and I relight it. Because my client is possibly not taking a bath. My client is possibly not healing as well as they should. And or don't have the suitable protection to keeping themselves mentally healed. So what happens a lot of times is I have to cleanse out that space in that area because I need to keep the area that the healing is being provided in. I need to keep that cleansed and clear. There's certain blockages. There's too much heat. That spell, I don't want it to not push through. So I'm not stopping it. I'm just altering the results that are coming to. I don't want it to keep burning black. I don't want that glass to break. If that glass breaks, my client is not going to receive the healing needed. They're not. There's blockages, there's clouded situations, and or a lot of times the client, they don't want the healing. They don't. They say they do, but a lot of you love holding on to those memories. So if I'm working a healing for you and you're holding on to those memories and you're letting those memories put a burden on you, you're going to mess up the spell. You're now creating too much heat. You're now overthinking things. You're now overprocessing your spell. Even though I'm working it, you putting too much emphasis on what you really need. And guess what's happening now? That's all backing into your spell. I'm trying to heal you. I'm cleansing you out. But you're still holding on to those thoughts that you need to let go of. You got to let go of those thoughts. How can I heal you if you're still stuck in that realm of, oh, I want to think about him, I want to think about her. But every time you think about them, it creates pain. It creates stress. It creates hurt. It creates the blockages stopping you from moving forward. So now you understand what I'm saying when I tell you now, burning that candle is showing me whole different situation than if I was burning it for somebody else that wants the healing. Somebody that wants the healing, that candle, it may go through the white suit because you are clouded, you are confused. You're trying to get out of it. You're trying to heal and get in a better mental space. You're trying to just be in a good space physically, mentally, and emotionally. You gotta let go of those thoughts. You gotta continue to fight through the healing. I read candles every single day, and every time I see something different. I may be burning a candle for success. As for success, those are my success candles. You can use them for work, for school, any type of situation where you feel you need some progress and you need more and more. What would be the word? You want more opportunities and advances among you. The S for success is great for helping you to bring in that. You want to be on top of things. Anytime you're working, you have a business, you're in school, and or even if you're trying to just move on from one stage of your life to another, that S for success is going to help you advance up a level. In the event that candle starts to burn really, really black. Now, they could possibly mean, too, there are people among you that don't want that success. It doesn't necessarily mean your spell is going to be blocked or stopped. But that darkness around you is there. They're people. It's present in your life. It's somebody or something right now you're getting into that's causing that. So I may tell you, work a Blockbuster and cleanse your head. Because sometimes you don't need a uncrossing. You're not crossed up. Things are moving possibly slower than they should. You protect yourself to push off that negative energy, cleanse to remove the negative energy, the Blockbuster to clear away the blockages, and you continue and you let that S for success burn. You don't stop it. You don't want to stop it. No. You want it to keep going. So while I was talking to you guys, the candle back here is starting to cry. You see? She has certain blockages in her life, and the candle is removing it. She's beginning to be emotional. So when I read these candles, the emotional, I see that she's trying to get rid of that emotional. But you see, let me see if you guys can see. Behind the candle, there's something blocking her. You see all the wax building up back there? It's holding her up though. So it's something she's created and has stuck into her life. Something that she wants to remove is so heavily embedded now. It's causing emotional distress for her. Sometimes that could be a person. And a lot of times it is a person. someone that she's been with for a very long time that is stopping her from advancing in her life and moving forward, and also blocking her money. The candle over here, there's some blockages going on. She's still holding on to them though. So after this candle burns down, if those blockages do not burn down with the candle, I'm going to contact her and let her know what she needs to do. The candle right next to it is burning well. These candles in front of me are really, really high in flame. This one here, but it's burning well. The wax that you see on the bottom of the petition is the wax that I used to stick it. So these haven't dripped off anything at all. So far I just see 2 candles not burning too good. Everything else is burning well. They're burning high as well. And you see her candle is not, the flame is not too high, but it's still going. It's still going. I'm going to sage up to help clear away whatever is among her. And I'm going to continue to pray over these. When they get halfway, I'm going to pray over them again. Just wanted to show you guys how I do my group services for those of you that wanted to know and, you know, need to be informed about it in case you want to make a decision on, you know, purchasing one. Like, subscribe, and stay blessed, guys.